y'all doing? It's your boy JC and welcome back to episode 2 of how to properly cook. You see in the title, you see in the description, come on. We are cooking pad thai. Josh, roll the explanation of what pad thai is.
Well there, me from the past, I would love to. If you haven't known by now, over the past 15 years, Thai is a really big part of America now, and pad Thai has been one of the most popular dishes in Thailand. But I feel like if we were going to talk about the history and the origin of pad Thai, we have to talk about the person who created it, which is This man played a huge role into all of the creation of pad Thai. In the 1930s, he was the prime minister and a military officer of Thailand. In tradition of Thailand, he decided to create a dish that will be honorary to his national culture. Thus, pad Thai was created. There was a lot of pad Thai dishes that have been made, but decided to have the noodles fried in a Chinese way, using some of the national's spices and ingredients like peanuts and palm sugar and many more. Decided that this was the one and only way to make Thailand's pad Thai. All of my sources for this information will be in the links description below.
Alright, since now you know a little bit about what we're making, let's make it. Come here. Alright, so we need brown sugar, flank steak. We ain't got none of that. So let's go get it. Alright y'all, we're heading right now to get some of the supplies. I have to be honest with you guys, it is going to be expensive. Getting like all of the ingredients might be over $80. It just depends. And I only say that because if you don't have most of the ingredients at home, you have to buy them. So just check your house, see if they got any of the ingredients. If you have a giant little wok thing, you got the right utensils, bowls and stuff like that, and all the other stuff. So yeah, we're gonna head over there. I'm heading to Walmart right now. This is the only thing we got. Sorry, not sorry. And we're going to see if we can get the rest of the items. So I'm gonna see y'all back home. All right, since we're back and we finally made it, we got all the stuff we need. Now, it's time to get in the Thai. All right, you don't have to get dripped out like your boy, you know what I'm saying? But all you have to do is get the chef's kiss. Apron. Before we begin, first things first, every single time you get into a kitchen and you're about to cook, you gotta wash your hands. 30 seconds. All right, stop. All right, now that you wash your hands, the most important thing to actually get down is cleaning your kitchen. You want to make sure your kitchen is spotless. You ain't got no dishes in the sink. So first and foremost, let's get all of the dishes clean. Also, if you guys don't know about the soap bath, god dang, I'm black. What? Do it every single time you wash some dishes. All you gotta do is block the sink from draining, put soap, and then put some water, bruh. Now that you got everything cleared up, your sink ain't looking filled with dishes, dirty, haven't washed it in 3 to 5 days because you're a bum and you drink Mountain Dew for a living, you should cancel yourself. Now it's time to get the actual ingredients. Before we get that, so again, like I was saying, most of the stuff that you would need to make this recipe is probably already at home.
So if you broke just like me and a loser just like me who shops at Walmart, which is literally Last of Us Part 2, a dead zone, who shops at Walmart? Save yourself if you got the money. But if you have to and you're in circumstances, a small city like me, do what you got. So first things first, cutting board. Make sure you have a cutting board. Wok. Again, not the best wok, but we will do what we have. Have a couple of bowls. Hey, focus! I'm not talking to the camera, I'm talking to you, you stupid idiot. Make sure you get some bowls and just, I don't know, have plates, utensils. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Chopsticks. Come on, bro. Don't disrespect pad thai like that, bro. Gloves, non-disposable vinyl gloves. Again, great value version. It's at Walmart. Don't lie to me. You have the money.
Bruh.
Jesus, Joshua. Measuring utensils that I totally did not just drop on the floor just now. Like, comment, subscribe. Oh, all right. So now that we got the utensils and all the stuff that you actually need to cook, now let's get the actual ingredients out. First things first, you're gonna need a 2-pound flank steak. I already said it's $20 at Walmart, but hey, bro, it's a part of the recipe, bro. Hey, buy that. Next, you're gonna need vegetable oil. Like, come on, bro. You don't have vegetable oil in your kitchen? Like, grab it from the pantry, don't lie to me. Next, you're gonna need sesame oil. God, I hate sesame oil in fried rice. 16 ounces of pad thai noodles, so just stir-fried rice noodles.
Real quick, y'all, editing Josh here, I'm just gonna say it. I made a mistake. Yes, this idiot buys the wrong pad thai type of noodles that works great with this dish. So I've made this dish twice in the past, and for whatever reason, I decided to do something different, not knowing the noodles was the downfall. So to save y'all the stress and worry that I had to go through in this video, please just get the pad thai noodles on the screen from Target, or should I say Target. Do not get the ones that I got in the video. Or if you have a supermarket, Asian supermarket, get the ones over there.
7 ounces of mushrooms. Fuck mushrooms, we're not doing that. 2 cups of carrots, 2 red bell peppers, optional, but you can also add green peppers. I personally like green peppers. 4 cups of spinach.
Again, I repeat, do not get the spinach I got in this video. Oh my god, I'm such a smooth brain. Get the baby spinach one. That's the correct one. You know what, hell, just screw this part. Just follow if you're gonna do this recipe, follow the recipe link down below. Golly.
Then you're gonna need Leah in parens, low sodium, Worcestershire, brown sugar, rice wine or regular cooking wine, which I think rice wine is rice vinegar? No, I don't actually know. I'm honestly, I don't think you can find it in stores, so just get white cooking wine. Hot chili oil, not gonna lie, it's a little bit hard to get because the hot chili oil that I got was in like only a few Walmart, so I had to like drive around. So if anything, if y'all are going to make this recipe, please order it online ahead of time before you make it. Pepper, so like chili flakes or whatever. Pre-minced garlic, ground ginger, cornstarch, and Herbox beef bouillon, no sodium granules, which I made a mistake of getting just the regular ones because they didn't have the no sodium. You can order it online, just don't do what I did. I just did not prepare at all. Green onions and then sesame seeds. That is all the ingredients you will need. I would also like to preface this that like, y'all have to understand that most of these ingredients are not going to be in stores. They're gonna be hard to get, so please order it online if you don't have it in a store. And make sure if you're actually gonna make this recipe, order it ahead of time, and then it'll come in right when you are ready to make the recipe. Now that you got all your ingredients, now it's time to prep the ingredients. The noodles is going to actually take the longest of time. I know, because I've made this recipe like twice now. And each of the package will tell you how to actually like cook the dry rice noodles. So it says bring 4 cups of water to boil in a medium saucepan. Add stir-fried rice noodles. Cook to 4 to 6 minutes until noodles are tender but firm.
So first things first, we're gonna work on the marinade and the sauce. So I would also advise to put your steak in the freezer as soon as you get it home. Honestly, cutting it frozen is the best way you're gonna cut it. Don't cut it warm, trust me, don't. So get your big bowl. First things first, you need 0.67 cup of the Worcestershire sauce, which, what is wrong with white people? We can't read that. What is 0.67? Just do it in tablespoons. So the conversion online says 10.72, which just do 10.5 tablespoons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, next, 6 tablespoons of brown sugar. God, why is this so annoying to open? 1, 6. All right, 4 tablespoons of white cooking wine. 4. Fun fact, wine in food, especially in sauces and purees, bring out the flavor, just kind of like salt. That's why they use it. You can thank me in the comment section later, by the way. Next, 4 tablespoons of hot chili oil. Now it says more. I would only do more if you're a spicy freak, okay? So 4, I found that is enough. And there's like a little kick, a little spice to it. If you do any more, then you just love a flaming mouth. 4. Next, a teaspoon of pepper. 2 tablespoons of pre-minced garlic. Look how it squirts. Bruh. 2 teaspoons of ground ginger. We're gonna do the Herbox beef bouillon granules next, because cornstarch is has a thickening consistency, so it might be hard to, so like as soon as I put it in there, I wanna mix it right away, and it might be hard to separate it if it's clumped together. So we're gonna do the Herbox bouillons first. So the one I got are cubes. If you did the no sodium way, you probably got packets. Oh, you didn't see that. You didn't see that. Probably got packets. Oh, all right, so we're gonna grind this up a bit. So if you got the cubes, we're gonna be playing Walter White for a bit. I wish I had a cooking mallet. I'm not even gonna lie to you. You just get a spoon and get grinded, boy. Grind. This is what hustle porn is. Okay, this is a bad idea. Or you know what? I think what I did last time was use one of the Ganyan mallets, the cooking mallets. If y'all know about that, those are OG. Those are OD, bro. You're gonna need 3 teaspoons, so let's just get 2 first. Last but not least, cornstarch. And I advise as soon as you put it in there, start stirring. I promise you, you do not want to wait. Cornstarch is a thickening component for sauces and purees, so don't play around with this boy. This boy will eat. And you're gonna need 2 tablespoons. Once your
sauce kind of looks like this. Set it to side, let's make the other stuff. God dang, that took forever. All right, so let's start prepping other stuff real quick. 2 tablespoons of sesame oil. Put that in a cup, set it to the side. Next, 4 tablespoons of oil, vegetable oil to be exact. 2 cups of carrots. 4 cups of spinach. Yeah, and it also has, you can also get the controllers in the different colors as well, so. Oh, hey, I didn't see you there. What's that? What am I listening to? Oh, glad you asked. I am actually listening to Tower Talk Podcast, episode 57 on YouTube. The channel name is By the Hunter Vanguard on YouTube. Oh, what? You want to know too? Oh, I'm listening to the Tower Talk Podcast on Apple and Spotify and YouTube by the Hunter Vanguard. If you guys subscribe and support the business, black business, you'll be able to see me in other forms of content. So pull up. You'll enjoy it. Let me throw you a clip so you will click to subscribe. Look, if you're not a My Hero fan, I don't care. I actually don't care. My Hero, no.
There's not good My Hero fans.
I hate them. Now that we made the marinade, let's get the meat ready and start marinating it. We're gonna at least marinate for 30 minutes. I don't wanna do any longer because I am tired as a bit. I mean, you know, I'm being convenient for you guys. So let's go ahead and get the meat out. Red meat usually defrosts pretty quick, so you don't have to worry about it being completely frozen as it is. It'll just take a couple of heating up. All right, so first things first, I'm gonna cut it out real quick. And the idea is to cut very thin slices, and that's why having it kind of frozen will help you cut them to thin slices. If you have a really sharp knife, this will be easy. If not, rip. Next, we're gonna put the meat in there and marinate it for 30 minutes. Now get in there. Oh yeah.
What?
Yeah. Won't you get up in there, man? Turn the camera a little over here, man. Turn the camera over here, man. Now turn the camera over here, man. Now, get up in there, man. Ooh, it's cold. All right, we're not done, folks. While that marinates, this is the grand time to get everything else we need in preparation for the meal. Because once we start cooking and putting stuff in the wok, we're gonna have to make sure everything's prepped and ready to be thrown in there. Because if you don't have anything prepared, you're gonna have to stop it. Then it's gonna be soggy. The noodle's gonna be soggy. Then that you just don't want that. So next we're gonna do our greens. We gotta cut 2 onions and the bell peppers. But I will say that try not to do audible cuts. So when you cut like directly in the middle where these lines are crossing, that's where the crying gas will come out. That's what I call it because I don't actually know the terminology. But the crying gas comes out when you cut it incorrectly. You have to cut along the lines. These are pole to pole cuts. This is orbital cutting. If you cut orbitally, then be prepared for crying gas. So if you don't want crying gas, cut pole to pole. And make sure you scrunch up your fingers so you don't cut your nails. God, idiots. I know you were not scrunching up your fingers. once you get all your onions cut, 2 onions, put it to the side, young boys and girls. And boys and girls, I have a dream. Next is 2 red bell peppers, but I'm actually going to skip that, all that nonsense. I personally like green bell peppers, so we're gonna add that to the mix. We're just gonna have 1 red bell pepper and a green red bell. What? And a green bell pepper. The proper way of cutting it is like this way, I think. Cut the top, you cut the bottom, and then you kind of just take out the seeds. This is the spiciness. I don't know if this is the right way of cutting it, but screw it, I'm cutting it. I've done this before. Once you cut them all up, put it in a bowl. Now you got your bell peppers. And obviously, of course, if you haven't cut your green onions, go ahead and do that. All right, we got around 10 minutes left for the marinade. Next, let's get to the noodles. You wanna get a pot, and you pretty much wanna follow the instructions what your rice noodle package tells you to do. I got the Thai kitchen one, so it's telling me to do 4 cups of water and boil it. All right, so we're gonna wait another, honestly, I suggest the packets, the ramen noodle Thai packets from Target. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. That's what I did last time and it didn't fail me, so I should have done that. I don't know why I didn't do that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm a dumbass. So this set back my time initially, which I guess is ultimately good because I can marinate the chicken a little, the meat a little bit longer, but this like just throws everything off. So I'm gonna let it sit in the pot for a little bit until it gets really soft. I'm probably gonna boil it a little bit, but honestly, y'all should just follow those Target packet instructions. I'm gonna set a timer for 25 minutes. While we wait for the noodles to be ready to cook, we're gonna clean up. That's another important rule, is always maximize your time. If you ever have time to do something with the kitchen, clean up, get things done. And so by the time you're done cooking, you only have a little bit to do. So when some time passed by, the correct amount of time for whatever Thai pad noodle you got, you can taste it a little bit. If it's like chewy, like it can still be edible, that means it's ready. So let's drain the water and get it ready. So you have to be careful because you don't want it too soggy. The next step is to season the wok. Now, you're probably wondering, how do you season a wok? What does that even mean? I can't stress it enough. A lot of people don't know what it is, and a lot of people don't do it when they have a wok. So the wok pretty much needs to be seasoned to make a stir fry. If it's not seasoned, if you ever notice you try to like actually fry something and it sticks to the pan and it just doesn't really fry, that's because your wok is not seasoned. So I'm gonna guide you on how to actually season your wok. This is not a part of the recipe. You don't actually have to do this, but I recommend doing it. So first, you get your wok, turn on your stove to 8, and what you wanna do is you wanna get some oil going, and you want to encompass the whole wok with oil. Much as you can. I don't want you to overdo it if you can't. Just get enough oil around it. You gotta be careful, don't spill any oil on the side. And pretty much you wanna heat your pan for 8 minutes. You want this thing to be boiling hot for 8 minutes. Now, the only issue with this wok is it's non-stick, so the oil is gonna come off anyway, but if you have like a traditional wok, that is a way to do it. First things first, once your oil is ready, so if you don't have a non-stick like me, your oil should be like coated with the pan. Then you pour in some new oil and get that heated up. Now, this is where the challenge begins. You want to reduce your heat a bit. You don't actually want to cook it, you just want to brown it. So just brown as much of meat you can, honestly. Don't actually cook it, just brown each side. Just put a bunch on it. Do a couple of batches at a time. All right, next, add a little bit of sesame oil. Heat that up. Get some onions. Coat it with a little bit of oil. Then add your carrots. Kind of want to stir it while it cooks. You want to do this for about 3 minutes. All right, 3 minutes is up. Add your bell peppers. Keep stirring until they get crispy. I might have to reduce some of this vegetables because my pan is just not big enough. Surprisingly, I thought maybe it'll be big enough. Then again, my pan that I use when I cook this at home was a little bit bigger than this one. So I should have really went out and got a good pan, but I'm tired. All right, after 5 minutes pass, as you guys can see, the onions are soft now, so they're kind of reducing in size, same as the vegetables. So now we add our noodles. And the remaining of the sauce and the beef. Have to be careful because it's not bigger than my other pan. You want to reduce the heat a bit. There she is. So we have to be a little bit careful, but I think we can make this work. Let's do this for the next 5 minutes. All right. Now the final piece of resistance. Add the spinach. Once it's looking like this masterpiece, I hope it looks like, honestly, this will look like SpaghettiOs. This is looking like some spaghetti, some children's spaghetti. Serve you a plate. All right, to finish it off, add some garnish. Sprinkle some green onions, some sesame seeds. All right, y'all, let's just dig in, bro. First taste, let's get it. Not bad. 7 out of 10. So right off the bat, guys, I have to say I screwed up. I got thin noodles instead of thicker noodles. So off the bat, this just looks like spaghetti. The meat is good. Also, issue is I bought a non-stick wok when I should have just got the real wok if I really wanted to go the traditional way of making these pad thais. Other than that, like, it tastes good. Like, from what I last remember making this. Last time I make it, I'll show some pictures on the screen if I still have them. The noodles, as you guys can see, were more thicker, so they're more easier to chew. When I chew into these type of noodles, I don't really feel like I'm eating pad thai. I also feel like if I got a authentic wok, the beef would have been seared. Everything would actually like look like it's been stir fried. And so that was my first mistake. Second mistake, obviously, wrong type of noodles. I went to Target to get the noodles I made last time. I should have just went back over there and just got them. I didn't think it would matter which type of noodles you got, but I guess it does. Overall, the flavor is really good. I like the dynamic of sweetness and hotness. Flavor's not bad. Honestly, everything just works with this. I have no complaints. Usually pad thai is very sweet and savory, so I feel like this is a good justice. And by no means, I already know I'm about to get some food critics, some Thailand, mother of the 6 tribes, like,
You didn't make our food correctly. You are a disgrace to our people. Like,
I'm black, so it don't even matter. But I would definitely say that's why I titled the screen Healthy Pad Thai, not Authentic Pad Thai. I think we can make authentic Pad Thai the correct way, not no store-bought cut up greens and store-bought this. We'll actually go to an actual Asian supermarket and get some actual rice noodles. I should have just done that. But y'all have to understand, man, it's Sunday. Y'all see that? It's Sunday, 6:50 p.m. My legs hurt, I am tired. I woke up today, recorded a video, and then I went running around trying to get all the ingredients. I wasted over $150. And not just on the ingredients alone, but just trying to get all the utensils and stuff and other supplies, of course. And then driving back and forth to come back, record all of it. So honestly, bro, I just want 5 likes on this video. Can we do that at least? Y'all can get your next cooking video soon. Yeah, overall, I'm just feeling a good 7 out of 10 on this dish. If you are a beginner cook, I really strongly don't recommend making this off the jump without at least doing what I kind of caution, getting all the ingredients, prepping all the ingredients in order, making sure you do all the steps correctly, because that will actually set you up for success. And that's probably the reason why some people who cook food for the first time fail, is because they don't prep anything and they're intimidated and they just let that take over their whole cooking experience. And plus, cooking usually takes a long time, depending on what the type of recipe that you're making. This one was a little harder than our last one, which was the Chipotle burrito one, which if you didn't see that one. But yeah, overall, I still had a fun experience making this video. Like, I was kind of amped to make it and see what I can do. Since I actually have a kitchen space, it's a little bit more easier. But I guess next time we can do some more easier dishes to make that maybe you guys can make as well. And this just shows that, like, although like I didn't get authentic ingredients, I was still able to make the recipe, you know, in this place, in this situation I am, broke as I am. So I encourage you to try it and do the same. Last video I asked y'all what would you want me to make next, which shout out to homie Philosopher Jones. He did say he wants honey chicken recipe, which that could go through a lot of ways. We could make a whole meal with it. We can make the chicken alone. So I'm thinking we can make a whole meal with that. So if you guys are amped to see that, 5 likes right now. Just let me know the next recipe, next stuff that you want me to make for you guys, and you know, maybe you can make it yourself. Either or, I'm about to eat this food and clean up the mess, and I'm out. Anyway, y'all, it's your boy JC. Y'all stay blessed, keep that special, and I'm gonna see you. Baka.